Okay, one of the things I got to do today before the day is out, get this boat ready somewhat so it can be trailered home. Today's our last day here before it gets launched. I want to get as much done as I can, and one of the bigger jobs, not that big, it's just going to be farting around, is getting rid of that old Raytheon open array radar. And yeah, just anyways, it's going and it's going, so I gotta just drop it, get it off the radar arch, just so we have as much clearance for trailering. Let me show you what that looks like. So from what I see, 4 bolts, disconnect the wires, pull it off, fill the holes, or cover the holes up with some tape till such time as the replacement comes. And I'm gonna see if I can drop this useless freaking TV antenna. And then there's another antenna over there. I know what that stupid thing is. So we can zoom in on it. Raytheon with an antenna, like a steel antenna, whip antenna on top of it. I know what that is. That is for the old Loran system, which this boat has, which of course the Loran system is defunct for 15 years anyways. So that's garbage. Maybe I could put a camera on that stand. So yeah, I'm gonna get the tools out, take that apart, and get rid of it. And anything that's coming off this boat, don't say, Paul, I'll buy it off you. Everything is already spoken for. Okay, this is already somebody else's problem. Okay, let me get the tools out and get to work. Okay, to remove this old Raytheon open array radar I just discovered, because I've never done this before, is this is mounting it to the radar arch itself, but then there's 4 bolts which just thread straight into the actual casing, and then it appears that I have the other 2 loose on the other side, so I'm going to loosen these ones off, and then there's a hinge here, so I'm guessing then this would just tip forward to disconnect the wires. I'm going to find out in mere minutes. Okay, this is just going to be loosen these guys off here. There's 2 on the other side, and they are threaded into this bottom base. So just loosen these, and then this should just hinge forward right here and just tip ahead to get at the wires. I've already got the base loosened off. There's just 1 bolt holding it in place to the actual radar arch itself. And see, these are the type of bolts that they won't pull right out. You know what I mean? They have like that little ring. It's almost like a double thread type of affair. See, so that won't pull right out. Okay, I had to put one of the mounting bolts back in there just so it doesn't tip forward on me too far. And then that. Look at that. Look at that. See? Oh man. Neato. There we are. Perfect. Perfect. You want to see inside? I do. Ooh. Ooh. So there's the cables all coming in. So I'm just going to disconnect all these, pull this through, and then this whole unit can come off. I'm going to take pictures of that first, just see for the next owner, next victim, next owner of this thing can see how this is going to all put back together. So there we go. So now I just got to crank these bolts back down, which are, I don't know, more almost like set screws, but it just holds this case back together. I get the 4 of those back on, and then just pop these bolts out that I reattach, and then wink, this whole thing should come off. There. Now just gotta drop that light, point this wire through, that antenna, and this piece of crap for the old Loran system. which is doing 0 in this life anymore. So now that I have this removed completely, I'm just gonna wipe this down and tape up these holes to cover them up. And I got to get this wire through. Now I cut off all the ends because upon reflection, I decided just to chuck that whole system. It is garbage. Don't whine, don't cry. It's old technology. I don't even know if it powers up. So what I got to do is I took the screws out of this scupper. There, see? And good thing I did, because look at all the silicone. So I just got to cut that. Oh no, look, wow, beautiful. Now I can pull that wire through from down below. Oh. Get some of that silicone out of the way. To bend. Down below, show you right down here. There's an inspection plate that I've removed, obviously, just a plastic piece of starboard. And now that wire, we'll just pull right through that hole. Thusly. Now I'm going to keep this wire. I'm going to keep this all together because I'm going to use this as a line to pull the new wires from the helm that will supply power and work the new radar. So that's going to go all the way around there, up the radar arch, and through to here. So yeah, so that is going to say that I'm just going to tape up these wires just in case somebody mistakenly hits the power on the head unit. I don't want that to liven up down in here. And I'll put that cover plate back on in a minute. Right, radar gone. Next thing is the FM antenna. So just 3 screws, lots of silicone. Pop that off, and you can see that. So I'm just gonna release that screw. I'll just tape that wire to here. We got lots of extra, so we can cover that hole and probably get a new one of these. I don't know if that'll clean up or not, or just get a new one. FM antenna made in Italy. Cool. And I'll take the screws out of this old Loran antenna, not Lowrance, Loran, and do the same. And also this light here, I got to take the screws out. There's nuts from below, and I'll just droop that down and tape it to the top here. This will not unscrew. I thought I could just loosen that off and then just pop that, but no, it ain't going. Not today anyways. Okay, last one's done. This was the TV antenna, which is not going back here. I'm going to put an escutcheon plate or something over that hole. And you can see these are all taped up now. Nice, nice, nice. And ready for transport. So all the holes are covered, all the wires are protected. It's all good. But anyways, I'm just happy that that's done. That is all covered up, all taped up, all the wires are protected, so we're good to go. So that is first big project on board the new Boogaboo right now. So far, that was probably about 3 hours altogether, including helping Anchor Girl somewhat too. So yeah, that's good to go. So I can check that off the list and don't have to worry about that. But of course, there's many more projects yet to come. I hope you're going to follow along. As always, check the playlist in the description for my how I did it, boat repairs and upgrades, because I got like 100 of those videos so far. More to come. Lots of projects going to happen on this boat. Look forward to your comments, and I will see you on the next one, my friends. Cheers.